doing this walk this morning in tribute of Stephen Lyons, who died through suicide in 2012. If the sponsorship money that we raise for this walk this year will hopefully help any families that go through the pain that our family went through when we got the news of this sad occasion. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, even though it may be hard at the time. You get the sad news of somebody's passing through suicide or depression or mental illness.
I've come to Roscommon Town to the Darkness into Light walk because I feel it's necessary because of all the young suicides and all over Ireland. It's very upsetting, especially since my son and several of my friends' sons' friends have committed suicide in the past, and I feel it's necessary to do this for a lot of them.
My husband took his own life 9 years ago, and last year I walked for the first time. When I got back here I just cried my eyes out. But you get such a buzz out of it. Later in the day I just felt great. I thought, at least I might have done something. And to see everybody else walking just gives a bit of support, I suppose, really. It was nice to see that there were so many people out walking for such a good cause. And we said we'd do it again this year. So my daughters and my sister-in-law and a niece are doing it with me. So the walk is a fantastic way of remembering people who have died by suicide and keeping their memories alive. You're out supporting other people that have been through the same thing, and you get support back through it.
If it could save one life from suicide, it'd be very important because it's very common nowadays, and when they do it they think there's no going back, but they leave an awful lot of sadness and behind them, That's my reason for doing it, to try and raise funds and awareness for it.
Well, a good friend of mine committed suicide some time ago, and I think it's the least we can do to go out and march on this thing, Thank God we're healthy and would like to be able to help some way or other, I've met some people, that talked about it, and, you do your best to try to get them away from it, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and we'd like for them, to think positive rather than think negative, It's not the end of the world, no matter what happens.
I think everybody is affected some way by depression, so I just think it's an opportunity. When I'm well enough to do it, why not do it? I know of people that have been looked after by PA at a house, and I have great hope for anyone that needs help. They're still there, and they're a very good organisation.
To let everybody know it's out there, and everybody's people there to help.
Yeah, and every family is affected by it as
Every
well.
family.
It's very important, and it's great to see so many turning out here this evening.
Oh, yeah.
It's great because we need it. We need support. Everybody needs support. I think, especially seeing that nearly everybody is affected by suicide, and it gives them hope and it gives them encouragement to see that there's something there to help them.
We need all our young people, and we need everybody in this country. Everybody, all over the world, we need everybody. We don't like to see any suicides anywhere.
Very close to my heart because a cousin of mine died very young age, at 17. He had his whole life ahead of him and he committed suicide. He jumped from a block of flats and died, and I went through a bit of depression myself, and I had suicidal tendencies, so I do understand what people go through with suicidal thoughts and when they're at that stage, so I think this is a real worthy charity.